On Halloween, witches come true, wild ghosts escape from dreams, each monster dances in the park. Nick Gordon. Millions of people across the world celebrate the holiday Halloween. There are, like many different things, original purpose and meaning behind which people celebrate. Halloween has an interesting history along with everything involved with the holiday itself. The holiday is usually filled with mystery and superstitions. A black cat walking across your path, walking under a ladder, and broken mirrors, all signifying bad luck. Halloween originated 2,000 years ago when the Celtic people from Europe celebrated the end of harvest and the start of a new year in a festival, said Caroline Pickard. It was also used to communicate with spirits with big bonfires to honor the dead. The history behind pumpkin carving is more of a folklore. There was a man named Stingy Jack that went for a drink with the devil, and when he was asked to pay for his drink, also coming from his name, he didn't want to pay, so he asked the devil to turn into a golden coin to pay for the drink, but instead he put him in his pocket next to a cross, making him unable to do anything. As they were walking in the forest, Jack promised to let him go if the devil promised not to bother him for a year, and if he died within that year, he wouldn't claim his soul. When a year came again, he played another trick on the devil and asked to promise not to bother him for another 10 years. When Jack eventually died, God refused to let him in heaven based on his character, and the devil refused to let him into hell due to his promise for not claiming his soul. Jack was then left to venture the world in the dark night with only a burning coal that he put into a carved turnip. The name itself, jack-o'-lanterns, came from the folklore about Stingy Jack, said by history editors. Jack-o'-lanterns were originally carved out turnips and potatoes that was first found out from Ireland. And this would be a simple illustration of Stingy Jack, kind of imagined, and a carved out potato. With trick-or-treating and costumes, many people dressed up as saints and recited songs asking for soul cakes, which is a treat similar to biscuits, said Blair Donovan. Children going out trick-or-treating for candy, like now, became more popular in the US around the mid-1900s in hopes that the children would be immune to pranks pulled around that time. Costumes changed due to the kids pranking one another by wearing scary-looking clothes, which is also more like today. And as an example, these are costumes from the 1910s, which is more witch style, the 1920s with the masks, and the 1930s, which most families usually had fabric laying around and made their own costumes. I find it interesting that so many people celebrate Halloween and don't really know the true origins of it and the purpose of all the activities surrounding it. Taking a step back from this, most of the reason behind Halloween has changed throughout the years and throughout the different countries. So everyone, in the true spirit of Halloween, pick up a pumpkin and start carving away to keep away Stingy Jack and enjoy the holiday.